Hey, what's up guys? Cloud of Truth here with some more Medal of Honor 2010, and check out this awesome spawn right here. One random enemy spawns in the group of my teammates, and he gets taken out right there. It's a pretty random spawn, don't know why that even happens, but whatever. I'm playing Sector Control on Garmsir Town. I know I post Garmsir quite a bit, but it probably is my favorite map on Sector Control. I really do enjoy it. I like the flow of the map, and I'm running Rifleman class. I got the AK-47 with iron sights, the stock barreled operative ammo, and this was my first game of a play session I had, which I was completely off of my aim. I hadn't played Medal of Honor in a very, very long time, so my aim was really off, but it still turned out pretty good. And I don't know what it is recently. I've been getting into lobbies where I've been with good teammates, and they've been cruising it up. So there's another one later on in this match you'll see. Unfortunately, I have my back turned because I didn't even know it was going to come in, so it hit the ground behind me. But today I want to talk a little bit about Medal of Honor Warfighter with you guys, and I'm not going to start preaching about, what I hope, what I think, all this other jazz and whatnots. I'm just going to tell you guys straight up how I'm going to look at this game, how I'm going to approach this game. Now, Medal of Honor 2010 was something brand new. It was something fresh people had never seen before. And it came out around the same time as Black Ops did, the first one, as you guys know. And people didn't like this game at first because it just didn't feel right. It didn't feel like Battlefield. It didn't feel like Call of Duty. So they're like, this is so uncomfortable. I'm just going to go back to playing something I know, which for a lot of people is Black Ops. Call of Duty generally puts out the same kind of game every year because their gameplay is often pretty similar. It's easy to adjust to. There's not many changes when going from one Call of Duty to the next. So when Medal of Honor came out, it was kind of like Call of Duty, but at the same time it was a little bit like Battlefield, but it wasn't. And wow, that was a great shot by that sniper. I don't know how in the world he got me. It was something brand new, and it had its own different aspect to it that people really didn't quite understand or really almost cared to get. They didn't want to figure it out. They just, this game feels weird. I don't like it. Now, what I want to do with Medal of Honor Warfighter is, in a sense, look at it the same way as 2010, and I'm not going to think of Warfighter as Medal of Honor 2. That's not what I'm going to do with Warfighter. I'm going to look at it as its own game. It's brand new. This is something, completely different than anything we've had before. I'm not going to compare 2010 and Warfighter together, because if I start doing that, I'm going to start, picking apart Warfighter, being all, nitty-gritty with it. No, it doesn't have this, and this is not in it, and I don't like this because it wasn't in 2010. I don't want to do that. These games, for me, I'm going to completely separate them. Just separate them apart. I'm not going to compare them to each other. Medal of Honor Warfighter is going to be a completely different game than 2010. Really, I mean, that's how it looks. We've heard a little bit more information about the whole class system and all the different actions and kind of the different roles of the players in the game. And, it is going to be different than 2010. So instead of comparing the two together and, which one may be better or whatever, and this one, it doesn't have this part of, or something, I don't know. You can make tons of comparisons when it comes to games. I am not going to do that. I am just going to look at Warfighter. This is something brand new. Look at it with a fresh eyes, fresh eyes sounds kind of weird. An open mind. There we go. Sounds a little better. An open mind, and just approach it differently, because I don't want Warfighter to be a letdown. And I think if people take the approach that this game is not like Medal of Honor 2010, it's going to be a letdown, especially if you really enjoyed 2010. If 2010 was one of your favorite games and you're expecting the same thing in Warfighter, I think you're going to be let down. I really do, because Warfighter, I don't think it's going to be the same as 2010. It will probably have some similar aspects to it, but it's going to be looked to be very, very advanced. The gameplay, as you saw in a lot of the multiplayer trailers from E3, it's going to be a lot different than 2010. And so I'm not going to look at this game like it's Medal of Honor 2010 2, or, well, I guess not really. That'd be sound kind of weird, but I'm not going to do it, because then I will be completely let down. And once again, I've had the worst luck with, missiles, rockets, everything. I drop rockets right there, and a freaking teammate gets a triple on his missile attack on the same guys I was going after. That probably would have helped me out a little bit if I'd gotten those kills, but yeah, what can you do? But since Medal of Honor 2010 was so different and so weird, once again, I think that's why people didn't like the game, and so that's what turned them off to it. And I think Warfighter is, in a way, going to be the same way. I hope they're going to enter it with a little bit more open mind than they are with 2010, because 2010, it felt, it was such a fast-paced game. It just looked like it was just running and gunning almost all the time, except for the snipers that sit around, which I'm finding more and more of those, and they're getting really annoying. They're just sitting in their little, almost like glitchy hiding spots. I mean, I know they're not glitching, but still, it's what it seems like, because they're cramped so far back in the little corners. I'm hoping that people will approach Warfighter with a very, very open mind, a very willing mind to accept something new, something different than a Call of Duty or a Battlefield. And that's what I'm going to do with Warfighter. You know, I played Battlefield 3 a lot. I played quite a bit, and I'm not going to take the approach to Warfighter as if it's like something like Battlefield 3 or even something like a Call of Duty game. You know, I'm going to take it as something else. Now, there's a ton of shooters out there. Like, you know, you have those Blacklight Retribution games, you know, you have Crysis. I mean, there's tons of shooters out there. I know I'm forgetting, so I'm not going to start naming them all off. But what I'm hoping is that people don't just... I hate when they make comparisons too much, because Medal of Honor Warfighter is going to be its own game. It's going to be something new. It's going to be something different. And I really hope that is how people think of this game. Okay, guys, that just about does it. But what I want to talk to you guys a little bit more about is more Medal of Honor posting on my channel. I know I don't post that much, but my question to you all is, do you want to see more? I have some other gameplays I can post up. I also have some pretty good Battlefield 3 games if you would like those instead. It's kind of, you know, I want your guys' opinion on this. Would you like a specific day to be Medal of Honor? You may post it like once a week or twice a week or more than Battlefield? You know, I'm willing to play this game over Battlefield 3. I enjoy both of them. They both have great aspects to them that I really do enjoy. And 2010 has just got the fun, chaotic part, and Battlefield's got the, you know, the team play aspect that I really enjoy as well. So go ahead and leave your comments. I really am curious to see what you guys would like to see more, because I know people are probably going to be watching a little bit more 2010 videos when Warfighter approaches, and the same goes for that as well. If you want to see, you know, more 2010 when Warfighter is, like, you know, kind of around that corner near, you know, that August, September time, and even up into early October before it releases, just let me know, and I can, you know, I can do that. Or if you want to start now and want to see a lot more 2010 footage, I can do that as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go ahead and leave your comments about Warfighter, as what approach you're taking to it. I know I'm taking a very, very open mind. I don't want to think of this game as like a sequel to the first Medal of Honor. I want to think of it as a brand new game, something we've never seen before. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.